Vorata live here with another Voidfall video. The Mindclash Games Voidfall Companion App has just launched. It's here, and I'm going to be taking you through how to get it onto your tablet, onto your phone, or maybe you're going to use it on your PC, and what it can do to help you set up and play this amazing game, Voidfall. So first up, you're going to need to get yourself to the Mindclash Games website. So if you search for that on Google or whatever you're using, click through to the website. This is the Voidfall page. You're probably familiar with it. This is where you can download things like copies of the rule books. There's also an errata and FAQ that's gone up as well, so worth checking that out if you've been playing the game already. If we just scroll down here, past the excellent How to Play video by Paul Grogan, past the gallery, just getting down here, here we go. So here you see the Voidfall Companion App, the rule books, the various sheets, and that's the new errata and clarifications document that's just come here. So let's scroll back up. Companion App, click that button. It's a web app. It's a web app, so you click on the link in your phone or on your tablet, and it loads up. First time it will take a little bit more time to load up than just now, and I'll just switch to full screen mode. And when you open it up, you're presented with this screen. You've got three tabs at the bottom: scenarios, combat, details, and info. I'll step through them, but basically on this screen you've got three options for picking a scenario. I'll set up a solo one first because that's where this comes in really handy with picking houses. Let's pick and one for all, so I just click on that. It takes me through to a screen to select player houses. So you can see all the options here. Let's say I'll go with Thegwin. So straight away you've got your two origin options. Pick your starting technology. I'm going to go with terraforming, and you can see down in the bottom right the next box. Now next up it takes you to the other houses, the fallen houses that are going to be in the solo game. So you can obviously pick the individual houses you want and their technologies as normal, or great feature in the app, this randomize button at the top of the screen. Let me click that, and it will immediately select for you the houses and technologies that will be in your game, and you can see the summary there. Now the reason the app's really good is that having done that, and if I just click out here and click next, you'll see it's taken me through to the combat tab at the bottom of the screen. Now the great thing with this is if you set the scenario up in the app and select the appropriate houses and technologies in the game, it will immediately filter the screen down to just the appropriate ships and other technologies that affect combat. So you can see here we've got destroyers in the game, we've got autonomous drones, so you can see the trade token action. This is the combat screen, so if you set up the scenario through the app, the combat screen will automatically be filtered down to just the options you've got in the game, so it makes it a bit simpler. But you can see here that I can configure the combat. This is choosing whether the attacker or invader is a player or the Voidborn. So at the moment it's set to be a player, so let's set up the attacker at the moment. Say I'm going in with one destroyer, two destroyers, and a corvette. And then I can move across to the defender, and I can maybe set that to be the Voidborn, and I'll say they've got 1 sector defense and 2 strength. Now as soon as I do that, you can see at the top of the screen it's clicked through to invader victory, so it's telling me the outcome as soon as I do that, and I can adjust these up and down. So at some point see it's flicked to a draw if there's even more Voidborn fleet power in the sector. But let's go to an invader victory. If you click on the information button, it tells you that I've got remaining 2 fleet power. This is what happens in the approach phase. Then you can see what happens in the first salvo. So it takes you through step by step what's happening up to the point at which there are no remaining fleets. So effectively it's telling you the result of the combat, and then you can also scroll through exactly what's happened. So that's going to be really helpful if you're trying to learn the systems, learn and understand it, understand how the app is actually calculating the result. So that's scenarios and combat, and like I said, if you set the scenario up through the app, the combat stuff works very easily. Final tab, details and info. So this will take you through various technologies, agendas that you might pick up in the game, and again it's just a quick reference to them, so not too much else in there. Other than that, you can look through the galactic events, and again you can just zoom in on that if you want, rather than picking up the version on the screen. So that's setting up a solo one. Just one other feature on here, obviously you've got a filter button up top, so just to show you that, so maybe I want to set up a 3-player game. I'd like it to be pretty aggressive, and you can see below it's immediately filtered down the different scenarios. So competitive, there's nothing in the co-op, so competitive to give me those aggression 3 scenarios suitable for 3 players. Let's pick up Bastion of Resistance, and again just to let you see what that looks like for the competitive version, it recommends the houses for that scenario. It's got down at the bottom right 3 remaining, so let's say I pick Markolos, and let's start with Trade Nexus, Novaris with combat replicators, and then the third players are going to use Yarvek with hyperdrives. So again, I click next, brings up the recommended fallen houses. I might randomize again. You can see what I've got. Just click and next. And again, straight away into the combat configure here, but again you can see some different options with this different scenario and group of houses, and you can see that you can select, for example, if you've got shields or torpedoes, basic or advanced technology. As an attacker, you can see the other ships and deep space missiles technology, so quite a few options there, and it's all configured against that scenario. So overall, what can I say? Brilliant addition to help you set up and run the game. I think this is really going to help a few people, particularly randomizing the houses at the start of the game, particularly for the solo mode. I know people have just been drawing cards randomly or selecting trades randomly, but this helps you do that much more easily. And I think the combat, certainly once you've got the hang of the combat in the game, it's fairly easy to work out exactly what's going to happen, but this is a great way to just check you have got it right, particularly when you've got a complex combination of technologies and different types of ships in the game. I think this is going to help people just to confirm they've definitely got it right, and make sure they fully understood the different rules. So brilliant work by Mindclash, really pleased to see the app launch now. I hope you're enjoying playing Voidfall as much as I am, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot.